Wait, I forgot to tell you guys, when I was looking for that Boy Meets World clip, I went down this huge rabbit hole and I was watching Girl Meets World clips. I was really trying to find a Girl Meets World clip that'll work. And I gotta say, that show is really not good.
Hot trash.
It's really bad.
On the fly adjustment.
Hello and welcome to the Michael Jacobs Moment, a podcast that has almost nothing to do with 90s sitcom Boy Meets World. I'm Scott.
But it has something to do with it.
It has a little bit to do with it.
I
we'll
feel
get
like
into
we
that.
never mentioned that.
We're going to get into that. Yeah, we're going to play a clip from it. It's going to be great. I'm Scott, and if I could change my name, well, I can change my name, and I'm not going to. But if I were going to change my name, I'm thinking Pablo. I think Pablo.
Wow, Pablo.
Pablo's a sick name, dude. I love
Pablo
Pablo.
Bigos.
Yeah.
You just wanted to use that.
Pablo Sanchez, he was really good at baseball in the backyard sports video games, but Pablo's a sick name.
Pablo Bigos.
Okay.
Pablo.
I was thinking first and last name, so I did Katerina Pastrami because it's got a nice Italian, but also Jewish. I've always wanted to be Jewish.
Okay, I wasn't about to say, you're not Jewish, right? Jesus Christ.
No.
Okay, so I want to be Mexican. Julia wants to be Jewish. What about George?
So if I could change my name, I would change it to the name that my father originally wanted to give me, which was Pancho Socrates.
Pancho Socrates.
What? No.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a long bit, but he claims that he really wanted to be Pancho Socrates, and I think it's a great name.
So middle name would be Socrates?
Yeah, I guess so, but I would just go, like, you couldn't just call me Pancho, you'd have to call me Pancho Socrates.
Oh, okay, it's like a hyphen.
I wonder why your mom
Yeah.
didn't agree to that one.
I don't know, because she's a fucking square, I guess.
Anyway, our Boy Meets World clip of the day has to do with changing names, so why don't we get into
cool.
it? Yeah, I
Oh,
found
shit.
one.
So you take your middle name and you put it with the street that you live on.
And that's your soap opera name?
Yeah, like mine is Kimberly Beaumont.
Jonathan Cumberland. Eric, your middle name is Randall. Tony Randall. The Odd Couple. Don't you listen to the rules? Who is Tony Randall? Right, you win. I always win.
Oh, Eric.
Classic Eric. My soap opera name would be Joseph Canton, following those
What are the rules again?
It is your middle name followed by the street that you live on.
Spencer Shannon Court.
Cool. That's pretty good. Dude, your middle name's Spencer? Wow, you're a fucking nerd, dude.
You didn't know
Yeah,
my middle
whoa.
name?
That's a
Y'all didn't know
white
that?
name.
I didn't
No.
know that.
Spencer.
Yeah.
Yep, it's Spencer.
I can't believe your middle name's not Socrates. I can't believe your dad didn't at least win that battle.
I don't think I have a middle name, but my other name was going to be Emma. So I'll
Your
use
other
that.
name?
Okay.
My mom wanted to name me that, but then she changed her mind. So it would be Emma Clarion.
Okay.
Now
Hey,
people know where we live.
let's rank. Yeah, everyone knows where we live now. Let's rank some fucking stuff.
Ranking stuff, we bout to make a list. What's first, what's last? We bout to make you pissed, cause we rank stuff. Yeah, we rank stuff.
All right, here's the deal. So for weeks now, my fellow podcasters, literally weeks, have been pushing for the let's rank objects based on how sexually attractive they are or how sexual they are. And listen,
and this is
Yeah,
based off of this isn't just like, oh dude, I'm fucking. So
You
this
don't
is
want to
based
fuck
on
the
people.
object.
These are based on like a legit medical condition, or I don't know if it's a medical
Oh.
condition, psychological condition,
Then
whatever.
that's
where
not what I was.
listen, I
where
don't get
people
it.
are
I don't want to
attracted
get
to
it.
physical objects, and there are even people that married physical objects. There's a woman who married the Berlin Wall.
So Scott obviously doesn't have that medical condition.
Exactly.
But I can...
neither do we. It's fun to imagine, and Scott's a fucking loser who
Okay.
can't use his
But
imagination
see-
for 5 seconds.
I really can't.
But see, I have a third version of it where I do like find things beautiful. I'm not obviously like sexually attracted to them. Anyway, okay.
Well,
Let's
no,
do
yeah,
it.
like a
Me
painting
and
is
George are gonna
beautiful.
do
I don't
it.
wanna-
All right. You two do it, and then I'm going to do my own ranking stuff.
All right,
Do you
go
want to
ahead,
go first, or
George.
should I go first? All right, number
You go
one.
first. Your idea.
Number one, Great Wall of China. So we had
Sexy.
this woman who loved the Berlin Wall. I'm up in her fucking game by going with the biggest object that's been made by man, Great Wall of China. Yeah, just
That's
by
fucking
sheer fact that
hot.
it's huge.
Yeah.
So you want to have sex with the Great Wall of China?
No, Scott, I'm just trying to say if I was attracted to objects, I'm trying to think of what objects I might find attractive.
Okay.
Suspending disbelief. Don't you, aren't you like a screen? Don't you
All right.
write scripts?
Yeah, it's
continue.
weird that you
You-
can't like get this like imagination going, stewing
I
in your
also
brain.
love that Scott will get a girl's visitor pass revoked, but he draws the line in imagining. Didn't you?
How are
Didn't you have
those
sex?
connected?
Yeah, I don't see how those are connected.
Morally questionable things.
Well, I'm not morally opposed to having sex with objects. I just simply don't. It's just, I
He's
don't know.
so
He's above it.
cis and straight
above it.
that he can't
That's-
do it.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe it's just like
You
there's
cis
a
fuck.
there's a part of
You
my
cis
brain.
fuck.
I just like don't want to entertain that part of my brain because if I start going down that rabbit hole, then who knows? You know?
Wow. Maybe Scott
scared.
is secretly attracted to objects and he doesn't want to fucking
Yeah,
open
this
that
is like
can of worms.
he's an objectophobe.
Phobic,
Like when people
yeah.
are homophobes when they're gay.
All right. What are your
Anyway,
other ones,
I'll go to
George?
number 2. Flowers
Number
like
2.
orchids.
Oh yeah.
Ah, okay.
They're cute.
That makes
There's-
sense.
Some of them straight
nice.
up look like vaginas.
Well, they are.
Oh. Mm.
As I've heard before, flowers are sex out in the open because that's literally
Whoa.
the way pollen works. You know, the way they
Oh,
pollinate each other.
cool.
Yeah.
And then finally, number 3, a bicycle.
Mm. That
Yeah,
one I'm
I think
not
bikes can be sexy.
gonna... Okay.
Just like mechanically, it's interesting, and then also, you have different lines and shapes, different
Colors.
shapes, different strokes for different folks. Yeah, you can go crazy. You could, I
Alright.
guess you could say car. There are people that are attracted to cars too, but I thought that was kind of lame because it's like,
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, I get the car thing more than the bike thing. The bike is like
Well-
the child, and the car is like the adult.
wow, did you just call me a pedophile? An object pedophile?
You're the
Yeah.
equivalent.
Jesus
Yep.
Christ! I would.
Okay, so I'll pick 3. I have a.
You have a lot of objects.
I have
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot. I'm just gonna name all of them, and they're not
Yeah,
ranked.
name 'em.
Whatever.
List them up.
A good towel, like a really nice fluffy white towel that, like, if you're staying at a nice hotel or something. I
That's
like
really practical
those.
too. Like if you had to marry an object.
But that's
Yeah.
not sexy.
How is that not sexy?
Well, practical is not sexy. That's what I mean.
Oh, yeah, it is. You look for a partner that is going to
Well, I
be
would
there
say
for
that
you.
it's both sexy and practical.
Okay, sure.
A
Some people
nice,
find dependability and comfort sexy.
yeah. A nice like wooden floor or like things made of wood that are like really old pieces of wood. Those are sexy. And they tell story. A beautiful a beautiful shoe.
What kind of stories do you want your floor to tell?
This was a tree.
Like historical.
There once was a tree and now it's dead.
I had a coworker who would, when we were in Italy, in Florence, she would like touch doorknobs and be like, "This is an old doorknob."
Okay.
I'm not making fun of them, but it's like similar.
Yeah, no.
Anyway.
I like that. A beautiful shoe. That's like, I guess, obvious. Whatever. Women like shoes, fetishizing shoes. And then the other ones are like food, like beautiful in season vegetables or like homemade
Yeah, yeah.
pasta. They're so
Ooh, a
pretty and
pasta.
like the
You ever see-
colors.
Pasta you want
Yeah.
to fuck? Pilf.
Yeah. You could fuck a little tube of I'm not a man, but and then the best one is like soft worn in leather.
Ooh.
leather when it gets nice and soft and it's like not hard.
I
Yeah,
noticed
it
that some of your
smells
stuff is
good.
like texture too.
Yeah. Maybe I have this
Interesting.
disease. It's not a
Could be.
disease.
It's not a
Could be. It's not a
disease.
disease. It's a psychological condition.
Pathology?
Wow. I hope
Okay.
you're ready to apologize to the community next
Yeah,
week.
I'm
What
sorry.
if one of our 8
Oh.
listeners has this thing?
I apologize in advance if you like balloons or something.
It's fine. You've said much worse things. Hitler
Yeah.
lover.
True. Okay. Now I'm gonna rank my stuff because I don't get
It's
it. All
your
right.
stuff.
These
Yeah.
objects were all great, but I'm not sexually attracted to any of them.
Okay, wait, before you go, can I
What?
just say one last thing? Like, it's not that it's a sexual attraction, it's just like when you see it, you're like overwhelmed by a nice feeling.
Mm.
Don't you have anything like that?
Yeah, like nature, like trees and rivers.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
All right. But I
It's not
want.
really an object, but you can pick.
Ranking stuff.
I was gonna rank best animals to be pets, dream pet animals, and I got my 3 right here. Number 3, sloth, because they make you feel good about yourself because they're so lazy that you can just like they're
I
hanging
have a
around.
question.
What?
I have a question
Yeah.
about your list. Is this like these animals in like
Okay.
optimal circumstances,
yes,
or is
yes,
it
I already know it. Yeah. So these are optimal circumstances, assuming I'm
it's
rich.
trained?
I'm rich and can build a habitat for it in my house that it would enjoy to live in.
So it's not domesticated already.
It's growing. I don't just take it from the jungle. Yeah, it's like I take it. It's like
You
a,
raised it.
Yeah, I raised it exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, first
You
first
took it
the
away
sloth.
from poachers, and it sees you as its mama.
Oh,
Yes,
don't sloths have like really sharp nails?
I was just gonna say the only reason they're number 3 and not number 1 is because they have weird ass hands, and I don't like those weird hands. But
Tiny,
it's
long
fine.
nails.
Number 2, penguin. And I would have
Aw.
like a slide that goes into my basement, which would be like a freezer, you know?
A pool.
Yeah, like a pool. And yeah, they'd be able to swim around and there'd be slides all over.
How many
and they-
penguins are you
Aw.
talking here?
You need
just,
2 because they like to mate.
that's
for
true, yeah.
life.
In any of these circumstances, we can go have multiple animals.
Okay.
That's fine.
Oh, I love penguins.
Yeah. Oh,
I
and
don't think there's a downside to penguins, right?
Also, like, there's different. Do you have a specific type of penguin you like, Scott?
Oh yeah.
they're
Or
all
just like a
kind,
whole-
they're all kind of great. Yeah, I would
Okay.
take any of them.
I like that. It'd be cool to have like I think they're called imperial. I don't know the tall ones, the ones that are like the biggest.
Emperor.
Emperor penguin. I think they like go up to your waist. That'd
Yeah.
be cool to have like
Ooh,
a
oh
giant
my
penguin
God.
friend.
Yeah, just waddling around your house.
Yeah, dude. I
That's
think there's
too
a person
big.
in Japan that has one, and it like goes about its day and
Yeah.
does errands in the town.
There's no like downside to it. They wouldn't do anything. They just need a specific temperature.
Imagine having like a cooler full of fish and the penguin like just walks in the room and like pops it open and grabs a fish and then leaves. That'd be amazing. And I would have slides and stuff for it too. And my number 1 is an otter because have you seen
Oh, yeah.
otters?
Aw.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they're cute.
They're
It'd be
the
cool to
best.
swim with an otter. I bet.
Yeah, like I would have a pool and there'd be otters hanging out there and
Wait, so your list is penguins, otters, and then what's the other one?
sloth was the
Sloth. Okay,
Yeah.
two water-based things.
yeah 'cause
Two pool-based things.
yeah, it's cool to imagine them having their own little thing to swim around in. I think.
Yeah, that's cute. An otter's kind of like a water sloth.
Yeah, and they're like little puppies too. They're just like perfect little mammals.
Cute.
They're the fucking best. Anyway, that's what I'm ranking, and I don't want to have sex with any of these animals.
Thanks for clarifying.
Yeah, I just felt.
Wait, this is the list of hottest animals
Hot-
Scott likes.
Yeah, these are the ones
Gotcha.
that I would have sex with. That's what I was trying to say.
I think it'd be cool to have a bear you could ride.
Oh, that would be cool, but that'd be
Ooh.
scary too.
Yeah.
Well, this is optimal circumstances, right? So this bear is never going to harm you.
True.
you
It
could
can
never.
hurt other people, but
But weren't we saying realistic optimal circumstances?
That's what I
Not,
was
like,
thinking. Yeah.
Not natural.
well, okay, that's. But there are like, for example, there are people that like for Steve Irwin. He interacts, but he did die. But
He-
strangely, we got killed by a stingray, though.
Yeah.
Not something you would
Yeah.
expect to be. Yeah. I guess that's
That
when it happens.
sucks.
You let your guard down.
Yeah, you can have like a pet lion, and he'll be like just like a big cat. But the problem is that it's
Oh.
huge, And when he gets hungry, it's scary. It starts to
I've
get
heard-
scary, you
Yeah.
know?
The cheetahs are the closest to like house cats as
cat?
far as the big
Oh.
cats that you can have. Yeah. That'd be fun to have a cheetah.
Yeah, cheetahs are really cool.
How's this for transition? I
Oh.
saw a website with weird cats on it.
Oh, shit.
But anyway, that's not what we're gonna talk about.
We're talking about a different...
Cats are on the
You are
internet.
now entering the deep, dark corners of the World Wide Web.
What is internet anyway? What do you write to it like mail?
Ew, I googled penguins and there's a chin strap penguin, and they literally have like a chin strap, like when you have the beard, like that only goes on
And
your
this
jawline.
disgusts
Isn't that-
you?
It's so weird looking. I've never seen one before.
I've never
Just
seen
while
one either.
George gets ready. I
I'm
wanted to
ready.
tell
Here
you.
we go.
Okay.
All right, so this week we're gonna talk about. You guys ever see those lists on Reddit or those questions on Reddit like, what's the freakiest thing that's ever happened to you, or blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
This one's like, what's something that's happened to you that makes you believe in the Matrix? It's like a glitch in the Matrix post, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna read this verbatim because if I read it the way he wrote it, then it would give away the story. But here we go. After college, I met a wonderful young lady. She made my heart skip and my face turn red. I pursued her for months and dispatched a few jerky boyfriends before I finally won her over. After 2 years, we got married, and almost immediately she bore me a daughter, which is a weird way of saying that.
Yeah.
She bore me a daughter.
She bore me a daughter to continue my lineage.
I had a great job, and my wife didn't work outside of the house. When my daughter was 2, my wife bore a second son. Why would anyway? My son was the joy of my life. I would walk into his room every morning before I left for work, and doted on him and my daughter. One day, while sitting on the couch, I noticed that the perspective of the lamp was odd, like inverted. It was still in 3D, but just wrong. It was a square lamp base, red with gold trim and 4 legs, and a white square shade. I was transfixed. I couldn't look away from it. I stayed up all night, staring at it, and the next morning I didn't go to work. Something was not right about the lamp. I stopped eating. I left the couch only to use the bathroom at first, but soon I stopped that too, and I wasn't eating or drinking. I stared at the lamp for 4 fucking days before my wife got really worried, which is like, I think like 2 days
That's
too
too
many.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One
Skipping
day.
work is already, that's
Yeah.
it.
I can't go to work. This lamp looks weird.
Which would be like, imagine seeing a lamp so weird that you couldn't do anything else. Anyway, here, let's see. My wife got really worried. She had someone try and come out to talk to me, but by the time my cognizance was breaking up and my wife was freaking out, she took the kids to my mother's house just before I had my epiphany. The lamp is not real. The house is not real. My wife, my kids, none of that's real. The last 10 years of my life are not fucking real.
Oh no.
The lamp started growing wider and deeper, and it was still inverted dimensions. I took up my entire perspective, and all I could see was red. I heard voices, screams, all kinds of weird noises. I became aware of pain, a fucking shit ton of pain. The first words I said was, "I'm missing teeth," and I opened my eyes, and I was laying on the back of the sidewalk surrounded by people I didn't know. Lots were freaking out. I was completely confused. At some point, a cop scooped me up and dragged me across to the sidewalk and threw me in the back of his car. I was taken to the hospital and arrived and given CT scans and shit. But anyway, this guy had gotten apparently into a fight in college with a football player and got knocked
What?
out, and in his like stupor had a 10-year relationship
No.
yeah, he said, "I went through 3 years of a horrid depression. I was grieving the loss of my wife and children and dealing with the knowledge that they never existed. I was scared I was
No.
going insane, and I would soon cry myself to sleep, hoping I would see her in my dreams. I never have, but sometimes I see my son, usually just a glimpse out of my peripheral vision. He is perpetually 5 years old, and I can never hear what he says."
Wait, but was he like in a coma?
He like literally got knocked out and then like woke up. So it wasn't like he was in a coma. It was just
Oh.
like
It was
he
like
got
a
knocked
minute.
out for a couple seconds. Yeah, and he like lived an entire other life apparently.
No.
Interesting.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that.
I like it a lot. I want to wake up with a different life. That'd be cool.
Well, no, just like imagining that every person in your life currently is a figment of your own imagination. That's fucking crazy.
That's what was happening on Friday to me with the gummy bear. Um,
It
Julia
was just
had
a
an
really
edible.
fucking good
yeah,
bear.
that's all.
He was extra sugar.
I wonder how many details he actually remembers.
Yeah.
10 years? That's ridiculous. I mean, I don't really buy it.
At least he has time to do it. Like, he's still in college. He didn't like really lose time.
Yeah, I mean, that's why 10 years is so ridiculous. Like, okay, who won the Super Bowl in those years? Like what was happening 10 years? That's so long.
It's just perspective. You don't go when you think back 10 years, you don't think about every little thing. You just know 10 years have passed. But you don't think, "Oh, the Super Bowl this year, this year, this year."
No, but I just assume that he doesn't actually remember much because it was just a dream.
I had a glitchy Matrix moment.
Did you see Morpheus? And he was like, "You have one choice: take the blue pill or the red pill."
But there's just little coincidences. Wait, can we actually pause so I can go ask Taylor what it was?
Sure.
We're not gonna pause, but you can ask Taylor.
Yeah, I'm gonna edit it out.
I bet you it's just a coincidence that happened to Julia.
Yeah. Having amnesia would be fucking crazy.
Oh yeah.
You ever
Okay.
just think about that? What? What is it? What's the thing?
Okay, so we were watching a movie and I thought someone looked familiar, but I didn't know from what, this actor. And then when we ended the movie, we wanted to watch Curb Your Enthusiasm before we went to bed. And we had a specific episode in mind, but when we went to that episode, we remembered that the one before was really funny. So we watched that one instead. And the guy was in it.
What did I say, Scott? It was gonna be a coincidence.
Oh yeah, they're always just coincidences, but
Wait.
synchronicity, matrixy stuff.
Hold on. So the story is that you thought you were looking for a guy who was in an episode of Curb.
No, I wasn't looking. We watched a movie with a guy, and I didn't remember what he's from, but I thought he looked familiar, and I didn't say anything either.
Oh,
I didn't say.
okay. Yeah,
I didn't
it was
say
okay.
like, "Oh, who is this? Where?" Yeah.
Who's this guy?
Wow.
Wait, there's something else too. God damn it.
All right. Well, while you think of that, guess what? I also saw a guy.
Yeah.
I saw a guy. Let me tell you about this guy I saw.
I saw a guy, and he reminded me of another guy. So I'm going to tell the story of both guys. I was driving on 76 recently, and the car in front of me just started throwing all of their trash out the window. And it was a lot of trash. And I've never
fucking
actually
hate that, dude.
I've never witnessed that happen, but it's so weird. Like, I don't know what.
That's the ultimate fucking asshole move, I feel like.
Yeah, I was like, I was just blown away because you know what happens. I mean, I was trying to get inside the head of somebody like this, and they must just think that everybody does that or something. I don't know. But,
I don't know. That is very.
Like, what are they thinking?
And are they planning on, is that their trip? Like, let me go so I can dump trash out of my car. Or do they go in their car and then they're like, oh, this would be a good time to empty my car trash.
Yeah, they were just like, oh, there's a bunch of trash in the car. Like, they threw one. They were like, what do I do with this piece of trash? And then the person threw it out the window, the passenger. And then they were like, just do all this too. And
there's
they just had all
another
this
piece
trash.
of trash. Yeah, what?
Yeah, it was very obnoxious. Now, I don't know what's worse, that or this other guy I saw.
I saw a guy.
I was walking behind somebody who was walking their dog, and the dog pooped, and they picked it up, put it in a bag, and tied it, and then they were walking with the poop in the bag.
No.
And then they just threw the bag of poop in somebody's garden and just kept walking. And I was walking behind them, and I really regret to this day not just being like, hey, what are you doing?
No, you can't do that.
No.
You don't know if he's crazy.
No, but I so could have done that. It was a person
You just
walking.
don't want to get punched by a random guy, you know?
I know, but still.
I'm trying to think of like a situation where like maybe it was like his parents' house or something, and he knew he could get it on the way back or
Oh,
something.
yeah, maybe it was his house.
Yeah, they're just walking past their own house and they just threw it in the garden.
That's fucked up.
For example, I've like taken like I've Eddie's pooped, and like I've had nowhere, like I'm going on a hike and I've just like left it somewhere to come back and pick it up on the way back.
Okay.
That makes more sense than with the bag.
I would never just leave it in a stranger's yard.
They just threw it in the garden. I don't think it was their house because they were like walking past it. What is
That's
wrong
so
with these
weird, 'cause
people?
not only is because then it's just a bag of shit. It's not gonna like decompose.
It's
You
not
know,
gonna decompose. Yeah. Unless
perfect.
they got the eco bag.
It would have been better off just letting the poop sit there.
I didn't see a guy, but I remembered the other little thing.
Oh, yeah, what is that?
Can I?
The other glitch, and the other coincidence.
The other glitch, yeah. I was listening to a podcast while I was walking, and the host said something like, you have this little nugget of information at the same exact time that I looked down on the ground and saw a box of chicken McNuggets from McDonald's.
Was it full of nuggets?
No, but it said it was the box that said nuggets
No, I
at
got
the
you.
same
I guess it
time.
would have been more impressive if there
I
was
got you,
nuggets.
I
in
got
it.
you.
I just think that we're in a simulation when stuff like that happens, because it's like, oh, nugget. Oh, the simulation just had there was not a finite amount of information that could happen, and it just overlapped in that time.
Nuggets
You know what I mean?
Wow.
everywhere.
Yeah, no, that's really impressive. They said nuggets and you saw nuggets. It's amazing.
How is that not weird to you guys?
One time I was listening to a Flaming Lips album and the song Mr. Ambulance Driver came on, and as it came on, an ambulance drove by.
I think that's cool.
One time I was watching TV and the trailer for 101 Dalmatians came on, and Cruella de Vil says "lights out," and then the lights in my house went out.
No.
Oh my god.
Wow! So I'm gonna write a book about that.
Yeah, write a book. I think that can be 400 pages easily, dude.
Text us a movie and we'll say it. Text us a movie and we'll say it.
Welcome to Text Us a Movie and We'll Say It, where you text us a movie and we say it live on the air.
Live
Live.
broadcasting.
We are live.
We're always live, if you didn't know that. Like, if you're listening to us on
It's
Spotify,
live.
it's fucking live. We're doing it. We do it every
Constantly
time. Every
doing
time
the
somebody
podcast.
listens to us, we're like, all right,
It's an-
everybody get on. We have to do the podcast for this person. Did anyone text us a movie? Probably not.
No.
God damn it! Not a single person.
I don't want to do this segment anymore.
I love this segment because it's really fun for me to find movie clips. That's why I like doing it.
Well, I guess
I
one
don't
of us can
actually
say a
want to
movie.
stop.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'll say a movie.
Yeah, say
Okay.
a movie.
Let me hit you with the countdown.
I hope she says the Scorpion King.
The Purge Anarchy.
Oh,
That's the fourth one, but really
fourth
the first one.
I have not seen any of the Purges.
Oh
Neither
my
have I.
god, they're good.
Are they worth watching?
I really liked them.
Do we have a clip so I can?
I like the origin
find out?
story. Yeah, listen to the clip.
Yeah, it's pretty like dark and violent. So yeah, here's a clip from it.
Very first light, Chief. Sharks come cruising. So we formed ourselves into tight groups. You know, it's kind of like old squares in a battle, like you see in a calendar, like the Battle of Waterloo, and the idea was, shark comes to the nearest man, that man he starts pounding and hollering and screaming. Sometimes the shark would go away. Sometimes he wouldn't go away. Sometimes that shark, he looks right into you, right into your eyes. You know the thing about a shark, he's got lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes. When he comes at you, he doesn't seem to be living until he bites you. And those black eyes roll over white, and then you hear that terrible high-pitched screaming. The ocean turns red, and in spite of all the pounding and the hollering, they all come in and they rip you to pieces.
Yeah,
it's
the
pretty
Purge.
dark. That's the Purge. Yeah, it
Careful,
becomes
those sharks.
it becomes legal for sharks to eat people. That's I
Yeah.
think that's the main thing.
You think he would? It
Kill
just
them.
wouldn't be that big a problem because you just don't go out in the ocean on the Purge Day.
Yeah,
And I
But
guess it's like
you-
we're Americans, so you have the right to do whatever you want,
Yeah,
whenever
everyone
you
does
want.
it.
exactly. So if you have a movie that you would like us to read live on the air, text it to us. You probably know us. You could also
Oh,
email
should we
us.
talk about the Mint?
The Mint?
Oh.
I don't think people will understand the Mint. I don't think there's much to talk about.
I mean, we should at least plug the Mint.
All right, The
Listen.
Mint is a feature film that was produced
Produced by JWoww.
One of us explains a movie. One of us explains a movie. One of us explains a movie.
And we last week stayed in the Poconos house that a lot of the scenes in The Mint were filmed in, and we watched it, and it was not good.
Hot garbage.
It was pretty bad. Nothing
I've never
really
seen
happened.
a movie with an ending just not have anything to do with the story.
Yeah. It's
nice.
one of those movies that just sort of ends. And those are great. I love those movies.
Scott had to sit in front of the speaker to tell us what was happening because that's how much.
Yeah, it's about some record producer guy, and he's like, I can't find anybody who's good enough for my record label after my dad died and handed me this record label, and now I'm all curmudgeon about it. But then he hears some country singer, and he's like, oh, wait, she's actually really good. And then it cuts to a year later, and it's just them listening to some other band. And the country singer's now gone.
Nowhere to be seen. She died, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
She got. Her dad died.
And then the movie just sort of ends. Anyway, we will say any movie that you text us. Also, you can email us at themichaeljacobsmoment@gmail.com. And we've got a new episode every freaking Monday.
They're not stopping. These episodes, they keep coming.
They
and
just
they
keep
just
coming.
don't. You fed to the
Like an
rules. And you hear your
avalanche.
heart running. What?
Consistent content, baby. Anyway,
Life is like an avalanche or a good towel. You never know if it's
Listen.
gonna be white or red.
okay. That
That's
was
beautiful.
That was an attempt. I'll take it.
Buy something from me on eBay.
What? What?
What is?
Buy shit
Buy
on
me on
myself
eBay.
on
Buy my
eBay.
shit on eBay.
Buy Georgia's shit on eBay. Let's fucking go.
Michael Jacobs. It's a podcast for your ears. Listen to
Whoa,
love it.
that's clipping.
Yeah.
Clip, 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 clip.